it's me. Today we're doing something a little bit new. I need water. Let me make a statement. I have a lot of characters. You can see some of them here. Hi, Amy. It's a big part of what I do on my channel is making characters. Today I want to play with them. Take one character of mine and another character of mine, Frankenstein them. I think that I want to play with my guidebooks for this. I've been itching. You see me? I'm itchy. I'm itching to bring them back into a video. They are here. My idea is to just randomly select characters from one or both of these books and then just take those characters and figure out a way to combine them together. Will this be on a squishy, on a digital drawing, on a painting? Yes.
Yes and no.
I really don't know. This is new and I clearly haven't thought through it very well. First choice I have to make though is how many characters am I combining together? Do I want to do just two? Because that doesn't feel much like a Frankenstein. That feels just like a hybrid. Do I want to do three? That feels more like Frankenstein. Maybe I could do one with two and one with three. That could work. I don't know. What am I freaking doing? I'm just gonna try something. Let's be flexible. Stop being so uptight. For the first one, I'm gonna combine two characters. We'll do one with two. One with two. What am I saying? And I think I'll take one from volume 1, which is my older characters, and one from volume 2. So it's like clashing of the old and the new. So I just have to pick a character at random. Ooh, my heart just fluttered.
I'm nervous.
Let's start with volume 1. Let me pick a character at random. It's this one, and who is it?
No!
Miss Chicken. I got Miss Chicken. She's a freaking 2-star character. She only has those stars because she's part of the chicken family. I really don't like this character that much. She's just not the best, but rules are rules, okay? No changes. I'm stuck with what I'm stuck with. I just made that rule just now because I'm figuring this out as I go. We better hope to get a bomb character from volume 2. Volume 2, random selection. Boom. Barrett? One of my favorite characters. I love him so much that it causes me physical pain. I love Barrett. Look at that full 6-star rainbow ranking. He's up there on my list. Oh, this is gonna be really weird. We're gonna figure that out. We're starting with level 1, which is the 2-character merge. Okay, cool. Then I'll come back here and do the 3-character merge, level 2. So level 1 is 2, level 2 is 3. Everyone tracking? Let's go do it. Okay, so here's the situation. Barrett and Miss Chicken colliding. Never thought I'd see these characters interact. I mean, they're just miles apart in every way. But I guess today is the day where we see Barrett and Miss Chicken merge. But not in a relationship type of way. Barrett is still very much so committed to Susie, and you know Muscle Chicken. He would never tolerate any type of interference. So it's not like that, okay? But anyway, Barrett, this 6-star character is an adorable carrot-themed bunny who's just too cute and chubby. Ooh, that face. I just want to punch it in a loving way.
Okay.
Miss Chicken, on the other hand, is, oh yeah, she's the mom of the chicken family, and usually the mom is just a gorgeous role. I might be biased, but she is the weak chicken family link. She may even be a duck. In fact, I think she is. But also, she's kind of ugly and doesn't really have that much of a personality. So how do we combine these two? Well, squishies, of course. I got a bunch of squishy options to make this happen, and then got out some more. I grabbed all the bunnies, all the ducks that I could find, plus anything that could be repainted as a bunny or duck, like this penguin. Side note, this was literally one of the first squishies somebody ever sent me. I was so excited to get this. Hi, buddy. In fact, yeah, I can't use this on a Frankenstein experiment. You're not meant for this. Well, what else do we have here? Okay. I'm overwhelmed. Okay, I found a duck costume plus a bunny squishy and a duck squishy that go inside. So there's something there. It's very Buddy and Whiskers though. I found this, which I love, but I could easily swap out the ears and basically just make Barrett wearing a duck costume, but I feel like it's not Frankenstein enough. We got this bunny hatching out of an egg. Could be a duck egg. So it's like a duck laid an egg, but it's a bunny. Ooh, something's wrong. No, that's funky. And then there's this little bunny. Don't mind that her body is strewn across the table in pieces. There's something about her that's very awkward, but I really like it. In fact, yes, you're the one. one. It has nothing to do with a duck, but we'll figure that out later. Now, there is a reason why this bunny feels a little bit awkward, and it's because this head and this body actually have nothing to do with one another. Look at the tail. This is a monkey body. I found these two pieces separately, scattered throughout my collection. When I brought them together, it was like a magical, awkward force of perfection. But the monkey thing has to go. No more monkey. Once I got rid of that tail, I brought in a completely innocent smushy mushy.
Hi, sweetie.
Chopped off its tail to use in my psychotic Frankenstein experiment, gluing that on as a new little bunny tail. Then I just need to glue on the head, and while I'm at it, filling up this random hole with glue. Once that's dried, I'm gonna go over the seams with puffy paint, as well as the rough area that I created from the tail removal, and then there's also some rips around the ears. Once that all dried, I realized I want to completely redesign the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut off the muzzle area, patching all of that up, and once that dried, it's time to go in with some white paint for the base coat. Just painting over everything in white to get a nice fresh start, and while I'm doing this, I'm thinking about my concept. So I pretty instantly decided that this bunny has got to be Barrett's sister, okay? Why? Why is Barrett's sister connected to Miss Chicken in any way? I don't know. Let's ignore the logistics here, just trust me. But since we're taking the species from Barrett, I think it's only fair to derive the color from Miss Chicken, so I had to go with yellow for her. As the sibling of Barrett, naturally there's going to be some strong similarities there. Barrett's a vegetable-themed bunny, therefore this shall be a vegetable-themed bunny. What are our options for yellow vegetables? Bell pepper, squash. Oh gosh, no, never squash. Squash is my no-no food. And then there's corn. Oh yes, this is just the thing. She kind of looks like corn already, so she is corn. I also wanted her name to kind of go with Barrett, maybe rhyme with Barrett. Only thing I could think that rhymes with Barrett though is carrot. So I mean, yeah, fine, sure, she can be named Carrot. She's Carrot, but she's corn. She's Carrot the corn, Barrett's big sister. Clearly. Once I got her fully yellow, I decided to add some little corn husks, you know, the little leaves. This is kind of a weird design. I've never made a corn-themed character before. Then again, Barrett the Carrot was my first carrot-themed character, so it makes sense that Carrot the Corn, his sister, be my first corn-themed character. I don't get it. Now for the details, I went dark yellow for the inner ears and went for a nice, simple, and awkward face in light brown. I went back and added some golden cheeks under there to give her more life and mimic Barrett's gorgeous orange cheeks, and then painted back over the face, adding some whiskers and long eyelashes. She's a girly girl. Right about now, I started feeling like we are not seeing enough Miss Chicken in this design. Not that that's a terrible thing, because Miss Chicken's awful, but this is a Frankenstein, so I decided to give Carrot a flower crown of daisies, obviously inspired by Miss Chicken's flower crown. I don't know if there's any Miss Chicken fans out there. I've never seen any, but you know, I'm sure now they're gonna start coming out of the woodwork. While I wait for that to dry, I'm gonna go in with some little corn texture just to reinforce the cornness. I added some little leaves in there and the centers of the daisies, painted in her little bunny tail, and here she is, Carrot the Corn. She is truly odd. She's a girly girl, but very serious, and of course, painfully awkward. And oh, perfect. Hey guys, look, some friends, Carrot.
Hi, Carrot. Nice to meet you. I love your eyelashes.
Yeah, I'm Corn.
Oh, I thought your name was Carrot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love your flower crown.
It's not itchy.
Oh, good.
Okay, we're leaving now. I think she's pretty cute. I actually really like her. That being said, I feel like Carrot the Corn is a more cutesy way of mashing up two characters. While, yes, she's chaotic, I mean, she's named Carrot the Corn, I feel like it could get even more chaotic than this, and I don't want to miss an opportunity for chaos. So I want to try the same mashup again, but go in a different direction. I found this bunny with a carrot, which is too perfect to represent Barrett, and then I have a duck beak, duck body to represent Miss Chicken, and this time, I'm literally just gonna take two different species and boom, mash them together. This little bunny is adorable. Honestly, kind of a sacrifice to put it through this experiment. Sorry, buddy. Now, this rubber duck squishy, on the other hand, has been through some stuff. I'm not really sure it's our place to explore.
Why is your head brown though?
I really just want the squishy for the beak. Miss Chicken has got a honkin' duck beak. What is up with me? Miss Chicken the duck, Carrot the corn, Panda the dog. I gotta stop. This beak is coming with me. I'm gonna trim it up, stick it right on the bunny's face, just glue that on. Conveniently, this bunny doesn't have a body, so we can change that. But of course, we're gonna go with a duck body. So I have 3 penguins. Yeah, ducks aren't that common in squishy form. So I'm just gonna choose one of these that works best as the lower body for this creature. And you are the winner.
Yay!
Your head comes off today. I'm gonna trim that up, and that looks truly crazy. Perfect. I had to do a lot of trimming to try to make these 2 pieces fit together, but once I was happy, I applied the glue, fixed the ear, bam, ready for some patching. Now, I wasn't initially planning on doing 2 creations from one character merge, but I really couldn't decide on which direction to go, so I just decided to do both and see which one turned out better. Once the patching was done, it's base coat time. My approach with Carrot the Corn, even though she turned out odd, was trying to combine the characters in the cutest way possible. But with this one, I'm aware that what I create may not be the cutest thing ever. I'm just kind of literally trying to merge these 2 characters together and see what kind of monstrosity forms, and just having fun with it. The body was looking a little rough, so I decided to go over it a few times with some straight slick paint to smooth things out. I wanted to make sure everything is perfectly white because this is going to be a white character. Now I'm going in for the orange accents on both the beak and the carrot and the inner ears. Once I had gone over all of those enough, I went in with some really large pink cheeks. I want to give the whiteness of her face a nice blush. After blending that out, I started sketching out the face. This was looking crazy, like horror movie crazy. I can't. Tried it again with the eyes in a slightly different position, and I mean, that's still bad. At least I'm not scared. I committed, painted in those eyes, and started cleaning up all of the nonsense around. This ended up being kind of a simple design. I wasn't really sure what else to add to it, so I just kind of threw on some last little details to try to make it feel complete and called it done. This is Ducky. She is a bunny-duck hybrid. Her name has nothing to do with bunnies, but whatever. She loves carrots. 2 different approaches here. I much prefer Carrot the Corn. Maybe you disagree. I did have a lot of fun with Ducky. She's just a little too ugly for me. But now it is time to move on from the Barrett and Miss Chicken quest.
Hi, I'm back. Actually, in reality, I haven't moved. Anyway, it is time to do the 3 character project. Do we want 2 characters from volume 1 and 1 from volume 2, or 2 from volume 2 and 1 from volume 1? Let's do 1 from 1 and 2 from 2. That's clean. Let's start with the one that I'm choosing from volume 1. Let's go with a really old character in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
This is actually one of the rare pages where it's 2 characters. It's Candy and Oliver, and Candy and Oliver do have a solid 5-star ranking. They are very old. You know, I made these in 2018. I still really like them. I still think that they're really cute characters, so I'm kind of excited about that. I'm gonna choose the other 2 from volume 2, so let's do it. I think I'll choose one from kind of the beginning and then one from kind of the end. Boom. Kathy. Okay. I love Kathy, but it's another cat. We got cats, cotton candy, happy, sad, scarf. Let's see who the 3rd character is gonna be.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, this is officially impossible. 3rd character is Little Big Feets. Little Big Feets is a blasted 1-star character. I made Little Big Feets because I was trying to put these stupid feet squishies to use that I had been avoiding. Do I like him? No. But I guess today we're revisiting Little Big Feets. Wonderful. This is a really weird combination. 3 adorable cats with an atrocity, and the personalities are all very clashy here. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with these. Character Frankenstein, okay, let's get into it.
Okay, so for this one, I decided to go digital. I just needed things to be a little bit more flexible because there is a lot going on with this merge. Essentially 4 different characters here to work with, which I did not agree to, so I resent this. Since 3 of them are cats, I started with a generic cat body, and then I started laying out the color schemes of each character, and the color schemes clash. Ugh, this is the worst. I tried a whack idea to like mix the colors together to create a more simplified color scheme, but unless my theme is diarrhea at the circus, this isn't gonna work. I started trying to think about how I could pull from the characters' themes. I added a hat to represent Kathy's scarf, added a waffle cone for Candy and Oliver's ice cream, but I hated it and decided to start over. Let's put the characters on the right for reference. This time I chose more of a bean body cat shape to bring in the Little Big Feet's character because he is a bean body. Once again, I'm bringing in the colors, and no, why am I mixing them? It's not gonna work. Stop stop. If you saw my recent Do Things With Me video, this is the drawing that you watched me painfully pushing through because this was just so hard. I ended up adding this little alien companion on top of the cat. I thought it was a way to bring in both Nauphilophagus, which is Little Big Feet's planet of origin, and bring in the kind of stacked character thing, just like Candy and Oliver. I also thought it would be easier to separate out the colors if there's two different characters, since there are so many different colors being pooled. Once I had a rough direction, I decided to redraw it. I decided to make the bottom character a happy cat with a big Kathy smile, holding an ice cream cone like Candy and Oliver. But like Candy and Oliver, there's a grumpy character stacked on top of the happy character, and the grumpy character is a Nauphologian creature like Little Big Feet's, who is dripping for an unexplained reason. I don't know, he's gooey. Once I was kind of happy with the sketch, I went in with the outline. I wasn't thrilled with this design, but I spent so much time trying to figure out what to do. I got to the point where I just had to make a decision, and this was it. Time to start coloring. I wanted to go very pastel for the cat and very bold for the alien, and right now this red and green together is one of the ugliest things I've seen since Miss Chicken. The pastels are based more on the Candy and Oliver colors, even though it's currently green, which is nowhere in Candy and Oliver, but you'll see what I mean. And the bolder colors on the alien are more taken from Little Big Feet's. As I started blending and shading and adding more colors in, you'll see that from top to bottom, the two characters create the full rainbow from red to orange to yellow to green to blue to purple, and this brings in Kathy's full rainbow within her scarf, so everyone's included. I just kept working and kept working on this, decided to do some funky things with the outlines. I added some rainbow sprinkles into the cotton candy ice cream, little juicy highlights. I just decided to do a dirt ground and a spacey background. Basically, this cat was just sitting here eating her ice cream, and then bam, this Nauphologian creature was beamed down from Nauphilophagus right on her head, and now it's dripping alien goo all over the place. I mean, this artwork is a mess. Okay, what can I say? Do you like it? I kind of like it, and I kind of hate it at the same time. This would not exist if it weren't for this character, Frankenstein. It was truly a challenge, and while I was completely at a loss at one point, it was also kind of fun to challenge myself like that. I actually loved this video concept, so I'll probably bring it back at some point. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!